Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Portugal. We're going to try out seeing if we can get Castile to... Yay, he's moving. Great, okay. Lose stab to lose inflation or gain inflation. I don't want to fall behind on stab and I don't want to fall behind on admin for tech, so we're just going to do that. Say that you're allowed to attach here. Let's put Earl of whatever up there. Castile is on the way. Mothball the transports again. If I don't leave some troops down here, there's probably going to be a rebellion in this area. Even with the troops here and on autonomous rebel suppression, we do have a little bit of a problem down there. On the other hand, I can't really afford to hire more troops either. We still have no air, which is also a concern. Let's go back to improving with Pope Man. This fleet thinks that it's protecting trade in Safi. It thinks that it is. Is it actually? There are two fleets that are protecting trade, one of which is just sitting here in this sea tile. Lovely. Admin tech. Sounds great. Everyone crosses into Ceuta, please. And then these ships protect in... Apparently there can be profit in the Ivory Coast. It says we're allowed to protect in the Ivory Coast even though we are not really aware of the Ivory Coast. Let's theoretically, like, try to protect the Ivory Coast, just see what happens? I don't know. Ivory Coast has a total of 2.8 ducats in it. We have 20 of the trade power. We might actually be able to see, like, money coming in from that location right now. Ivory Coast is at 0.0, probably because we haven't discovered it yet. Alright, we crossed. Cool, let's fight and win. We've saved Ceuta, in theory. We're the defender. We've got our 333, we're on Tech 4. Morocco is not on Tech 4, so this fight should be a win. A movement speed bonus on our guy now. Cool. I want to make sure that we get the Siege of Tangier in our control, and then beyond that, let's just let Steel Siege whatever he wants. Would like to train more infantry if possible, even though it's going to cost a lot of money. Oh well. Morocco's going to pay for it, right? Let's get control of Garb before we worry about Ceuta. Or Tangier, rather. Because that way we get the natural harbor bonus, which is in the node above us. Glad to see that we fixed Castile. Yeah, that was really odd, the way he was behaving. So are you actually protecting in this node or not? It shows that we're pulling 0 ducats forward, and I'm guessing that we can't officially protect there yet. So let's go back to Safi. Once the core is complete, we can explore a little bit more, assuming the explorer is still alive, and maybe then we'll be able to get the value to come out. Munster has their independence guaranteed. Cool. Castile doing a good job, suffering 5% attrition with his whole army, because he's smart. That's how we do sieges, right? The whole army. Alright, we could switch off of defensiveness soon and maybe consider trying to convert this land. Almost have enough to offset the non-accepted culture, Sunni, all that stuff. They're part of the same state. Yes, Tangier's part of the state, so we can give that to the burghers or something right away. Cool. And the admin bonus that we get from taking the mission will allow me to take admin tech 5 probably on track. Which gets us our exploration ideas going, which will be great. We could also theoretically be spying on Mali right now. Since he's on Tech 2 and we're on Tech 4, it'd be really easy to take Gabu from him as well. It's got a natural harbor. I just have a few more like goals up here that I want to satisfy before we do that. But I definitely want to spy down there. Take Garb back. And Castile's decided maybe he shouldn't suffer 5% attrition due to the Siege of Fez. Castile has no manpower. I'm not surprised. Like, I mean... Go, Gadget Castile with Tech 3. We have trustworthy allies. Excellent. Okay, so that's done. Come back from England. Go look at Urbino. Urbino will now give me fleet basing, so we'll come back from there. We'll keep improving relations with the Pope because we want papal influence at some point. So, let's see if this actually works. Fleet basing rights from you will cost a half ducat a month. We don't need it yet because we're still like trying to protect trade here and stuff, but I'm mostly positive that the trade node in Venice, even though it's got less value than Genoa, when you look at the Genoa node right now, it's fractured amongst quite a few people. Aragon increases the strength of privateers by 32.6. Venice, on the other hand, improves them by 55%. And in the Genoa node, there's almost 600 trade power. And until we have the fleet basing rights, we can't see it in Venice, but it's like 300 or 400, I think. So it should be a thing we can make a profit on. Let's try it. Where did Castile's army go? He apparently lost and is now going to leave me to fight this 9.5 stack. At least we have the crossing and terrain advantage. We've got our 3-3 leader and we're a tech ahead of him. So he rolled a 1 versus our 8 in the first shock phase. He rolled pretty well there, but I think I can win that fight. Castile, why are you being so bad? Dude, stop being bad. God, Castile. Alright, so we officially have fleet basing, which means we should be able to see a lot more stuff in this list now. So now when we sort by value, we can see that Venice has 13.7 ducats with only 300. 13.73 divided by 332.3 equals a ratio of like 0.04. Genoa is at 18.83 divided by 558.6, which is a ratio of 0.034. So, dividing those out, 0.337. The Venice node is 22.6% better for protecting trade in just based on that, not even factoring in the bonus that you get from the privateer efficiency, 32.6 versus the 50-something. So now, then comparing it to like, well, why don't we just protect in the Sevilla node right now? Well, there's no money in the Sevilla node right now. There's only 7 ducats here and 400 trade power. So we're way, way better off privateering in Venice, which is what we're going to go and do. All right, we're still improving with that guy. Let's improve with Castile a little bit more. Hopefully, he'll keep that blockade going. Also, we're going to lose control of Garb if I don't get on that province. Yeah, let's real quick make sure we maintain control of Garb, and then I go from there. 4 is kind of going on its way. War exhaustion's kind of getting up there, 2.56. High income requires us to be at 17.3 something. We still haven't built to our force limit. It's another thing I should maybe consider doing soon. Go back up to speed. Whatever. Poland has a coalition. Is Aragon your rival? You gain power projection from privateering in Genoa then. That's true, but we're already above 50, and that's all that really matters. Like, all the other effects are kind of ancillary. It's just a binary, are you above 50 or not, in my mind, at least. And no, we're only rival to Morocco right now. So if we do rival Aragon, that would be something to consider. But starting right now, we've got loot from Garb. So the ships haven't arrived yet, but let's see how they end up doing. Keep in mind, it does cost us a half ducat a month to maintain the harbor fees to do this. So it does need to be relatively significantly better. It can't just be a little bit better. It's got to be a lot of bit better. And it should be. Also, some of these ships, you know what, let's just leave these guys here and have them hunt pirates in Sevilla, because I don't want devastation on the land again. That one occupied. So income from spoils of war, we're getting 1.2 ducats minus the 0.5 fleet basing. That's 0.7. Is it better? I don't know. We're making money now, so that makes me think it's better. We're making money where before we weren't. Granted, we lost a lot of the high-level advisors, so it could be that too. I don't know. I want to get Melilla occupied. I want Castile to go back onto Fez again. Once he's there, or on the way there, we can go into Tangier. Max out relations with Pope Man. Why are you suddenly heading to Melilla? Why would you do this? Go away, Castile. You're doing it wrong. You're supposed to be protecting Garb from falling... Why? Why? Okay, don't attach to me. Maybe that's the issue. Got some Moroccan pretenders. Valence got excommunicated. I'll just transfer this to Castile because that's probably the province I'm going to give him. We lost all of our war score because we don't have Tangier, but once we get Tangier, then I think I could just take Tangier for myself, give him Melilla, and we're out. Especially while he's got these active rebels and 9.2 war exhaustion. Castile, dude, you've got to actually... Castile, why? Why are you so bad? Let's check and see. If we privateer in Genoa, what the actual monthly income is. And it might still be better to go the opposite direction. Crap, game was running and I let that army get caught out. It's fine, I guess. I guess I didn't really need this army after all. Yeah, it's just 2,000 manpower and 20 ducats, you know, no big deal. Thanks, Moroccan pretenders. Should be spying on Mali. Always spy on Jolof as well, just so we get a claim on him. Come back from Castile and actually spy on you a little bit too. That siege speed back up again. So Genoa makes us 1.07, Venice was making like 1.22. Alright, looks like I could be wrong. It might be true that it's just better to not do it in this case right now. Venice hasn't really started to dominate in this area. But it's one of those things, like, I like to think outside the box and try to min-max income in the early game. So now we get to deal with that fun bug where even though we've canceled the diplomatic expense, it'll show it forever. They haven't fixed that yet. That's not something they fixed in Dharma. I will need to reoccupy Melilla. Just tell him to go there. Maybe he'll go there now. Why won't you listen to me? Ottomans are going to war with Venice. Cool. So yeah, I canceled the fleet basing. And if you check in this, we're not paying for it. But if you look here, it shows like we are. So see how it says 1.68? But if you look up here, our actual income is 2.19, which is coincidentally 0.5 ducats off. So this will just be always off until the next time we reload the game. Because reasons. Clearly because reasons. Okay, we got Tangier. New land claimed. During this time period, many areas that were forests or swamps were cleared and or drained to provide new areas for settlement. These newly cleared areas were often led to short-term population boom. Gain stuff or gain both. Manpower and tax in Kayor. Cool. I mean, slaves are cool. We like slaves, right? It's the Portuguese slave trade. I mean, base tax in this province won't really matter at all because it's a trade company. Manpower also doesn't really matter at all because of the trade company. Manpower's at like negative 76% here. So even though this is the better option, maybe I should just do the production. Slaves are cool, Arumba 2018, exactly. I'm going to go with the production actually, because like, again, I don't see how the taxes, we make none ducats here. We want more slaves. We're Portugal, for crying out loud. We want slavery. We love slavery. It's glorious. Social mobility. Piss off everybody and make the burghers slightly more influential and get advisor cost reduction, or piss off the burghers. Lose army tradition, navy tradition, 75 admin points. I certainly don't want to piss off the clergy again. I need that tax income. Tax income's still where almost all of our profit comes from at the moment. I'm gonna go with this one. Say goodbye to army tradition and naval tradition. Just need to get Melilla occupied. I don't think I want to take Garb in this war. I just don't think that it's necessary. And apparently some of the army's going to march to Ceuta. Yeah, let's not do that. Castile wants to do that. I'm going to switch over to conversion strength now, because it is about that time. We get Melilla. We transfer Melilla to Castile. We then talk to Morocco with our massive 19 war score, and we say, give me Tangier. God damn it, Castile. You've decided you don't want it, even though you say you want it. Castile has no interest in the... They consider Melilla to be a vital interest. But if I offer to give it to them, they don't want it. Awesome. Thanks, game. I should have just pieced out ages ago if this was what was going to happen. Ah, that's so stupid. Vital non-interest. Like, that's just ridiculous. I'm not even going to help him. Let's just wait until this bastard bows out due to low enthusiasm. If he's going to be this freaking stupid about it, then it's his own problem. As far as I'm concerned. Alright, I'm going to take a short break here. I'll be back in the next one. As always, thank you for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this, and I'll see you soon.